All right, well, hey everybody, today we're going to talk about how to make money either as a stay-at-home mom, work from home money, or when you're in college, okay? And the reason why I get so excited about this is because this is something that I personally need or professionally need in our business. I run a marketing company. Before that, I built $1 million CPA practice, $1 million in less than 3 years of ongoing business called Nuance Financial Tax and Accounting. Now I have Feedback Wrench Digital Marketing. We have our blog, and then we do all sorts of coaching and consulting, video production. I'm partnered with a company called forwardco.com that does storytelling, branding, and that's really where we're going to end up. But today what I want to talk about is how do you make money working from home? How do you make money as a college kid? And I think there's one core way that you can make money at home or as a college kid. Now here's what I'm telling you. You're going to have to do something that you probably didn't like. And right now there's going to be a whole bunch of you that find this video and don't want to do it. But here's where it's going to be. I want you to be a writer, okay? Writing and creating content. Writing is where the money's at right now, okay? Writing. If you don't like writing, click off this video right now. But if you feel like you could become a writer, I'm going to show you how you can actually make great money. And here's the dirty little secret that SEO companies and digital marketing companies like myself don't want video producers or video people, photographers, or writers to know. We don't want you to know this because this is how we end up making money, okay? Here's what I'm talking about, okay? If you're at college, here's what I want you to think about. Every single thing that you write for your courses, from now on, I want you to start aligning your writing to an industry niche as much as possible. I'll explain a little bit more, but what I want you to do is from now on, whenever possible, every piece of homework you have that you have to create written content for, I want you to start thinking in terms of how do I convert this into an interesting piece of content that could be on a business's website, right? Write it from the perspective of a customer looking for a solution in an industry or sector that makes money, okay? I'll explain a little bit more here. For those of you that are stay-at-home moms, I'm telling you, writing is probably the most untapped source right now for money because writing is, what that is it's the equivalent of you creating billboards now. Okay, back in the day, you think about all the effort that it takes a graphic designer to create a billboard, get the billboard up, you got to pay for that advertising. Now, a business, if they have a piece of really good copy, and that's what you call writing, a really good piece of copy that's marked up well and has good visuals to it on their website, they're going to attract customers. They don't have to have a billboard anymore. So let me take this a little step further. What I want you to start doing is you're going to become a writer, and you're going to become a writer for two groups of people or for two types of companies. Always do business to business type writing. I would not go out there and just be a freelance on Upwork or Fiverr. I would open that up, but that would not be my primary thing. If you become a writer, I'm telling you, you don't have to float around and find publications that are going to host you. That's really hard right now. There's a couple of people that are big thought leaders in this writing world, and they're like, oh, if you go around and if you search guest writing and guest posting or paid articles, you're going to be able to make a lot of money. That was 10 years ago. Now, you got to remember that every single SEO company in the world is trying to get public, they're willing to write for free in order to get backlinks is what it's called. So the value for you finding a publication to write for, or the actual opportunity is very low. There's lots of people trying to do that now. But here's where you could have huge success, okay? If you become a writer, the first step is to find out how to write in a manner that's good for SEO. I recommend checking out Backlinko. Backlinko has a video on YouTube called Copywriting for SEO. And copywriting for SEO is phenomenal because it shows you how to solve a query. And that's what the bottom line is here, is think about how a business has their clients out in the world grabbing their phone, and when they have a problem, they type in search questions. And those search questions are usually around a problem or a niche. For example, garage door spring replacement. Should I do my own spring replacement? How expensive is spring replacement on a garage door? How to change your garage door button? How to swap that out? Trends or ideas in the remodeling world is another one. Kitchen remodeling ideas, bathroom remodeling ideas, tile ideas 2019. what you need to start thinking about is every sector is trying to attract people with their website, with online content. They're trying to get Google and Bing to serve up their content as a solution to these queries, right? And the written word is still one of the most profound ways you do this. As much as video is powerful, video has its place, but the written word is still very important, okay? If you can tap into this and write for SEO, and here's what writing for SEO really is that you would write in a manner that it is marked up properly so that it kind of ranks, which means you gotta have the keywords in there, right? But really what it is it's about engaging that reader who made that search. You have to write to engage that reader so that when they get there, they start reading what you actually wrote. You have a solution to their problems, which means for you to write in different sectors, and that's the second step, and that is the second step. The second step is to find a sector. But if you write for that sector and find a way to engage their readers so that they stay on the page and actually consume it, and at least do that, if they at least sit on that page for a while, if you can move them to contact them, even better. But if you can at least get them to sit on the page for a while and click through their website, if you can do that, you can make a lot of money writing. So here's the second thing you want to do. First, learn how to write for SEO. Second, study. Backlinko has some great stuff. If you just write copywriting for SEO 2019, you Google that, you'll be able to find something, okay? The second thing I want you to do is find niches that you can become an expert in. You either have one of two abilities. Either one, you gain actual genuine knowledge about the industry, and you could go buy people coffee to understand the industry. You could sit in some sales meetings at that company, whatever it is. And I know that's kind of running the gun here, or getting ahead of ourselves, but you could either genuinely gain knowledge from that industry. You could buy the best books and start listening to them. You can read the books, you can listen to the books, you can listen to the experts, you can read all their websites, but just getting an idea of what it actually means in that sector. So for example, I know more about chimney caps, chimney grout, chimney tuck pointing, all this crap about chimney because I have a client in chimney repair, right? And there was a moment where I had to sit down and do a whole bunch of copywriting, and I became a quasi-expert in chimney brick masonry is really what it was. That's the first thing you can do. The second thing you can do is you can become a master rewriter, okay? And the idea is you find the articles that are ranking the most that have great online signals. So if you Google, for example, whole home rewiring, electricians that do whole home rewiring, or new electrical services, those are all high commercial keywords that people want to win at. And if you just read what the top ranked sites communicate, that's kind of how you should be writing, okay? So you either become an expert, you should do that a little bit anyways, or you can become a master rewriter, but you want to find these industry niches. So there's a whole set of them. All of the trades, the more niched you get in this, the better it will be. So you have like home builders, home remodelers, you have real estate agents, then you have everything that goes into a home. You have siding, windows, garage doors, concrete, you have patios, you've got decks. All of those, I know right now in your metro area, guaranteed, there's probably 50 businesses that you could approach and become a writer. And that's the third step. So first, you learn how to write for SEO. Second, you find a niche. Third, you want to go find businesses in that niche in your area and just introduce yourself. Hey, I'm a copywriter. Basically, I'm not your web designer, but I help you write blog posts. They might go, oh, blog posts, I did some blogging and it didn't work. Well, I help you actually write content that will help solve the query. And that's the first step in SEO, is you actually have to have pages on a business website that actually rank. But you approach them and just say, hey, I'm going to write engaging content that you can put on your website. And if you get in front of 10 people, if you email and phone call, and if you were to have coffee with some people and use your ability to connect and actually engage and tell your story and who you are and what you're trying to do, a lot of people will close with you. And then you could price yourself anywhere between 10 and 30 cents a word, depending on what you're doing, okay? I'm not going to show you everything to do, but if you're a college kid, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to make money, writing's where it's at. Those are the basic steps. The fourth thing I would say is open up a Google My Business account and create your own little business, okay? Put a business name to it, and every time you write for somebody, get a Google review. If by the end of 2 years you don't have more reviews than any other writing company near me, or if you're the only writing company near you, you'll start to get inbound leads. People will contact you. The fifth thing is you can contact all of the web designers, SEO marketers, marketing company, SEO, web design, all of those folks around you, and say, hey, I'm a local copywriter. I have about 3 different areas that I specialize in. Here's some examples of my work. I charge about 10 to 30 cents a word depending on what we're writing for, and I'd love to be your copywriter. Could I come in and introduce myself? If you do that, I'm telling you, you would be able to make some bank right now. College kids, that is one of the best ways you can do it. Hopefully this is helpful. If it was, check out our Patreon account. We'd love you to buy us a cup of coffee, and that's how you make money.